Apple just dropped a $499 MacBook, and I am honestly shocked it is not a complete disaster. We all thought a sub $500 Mac was a mythical unicorn, just a fever dream from analysts who wanted Apple to finally kill the Chromebook. But the MacBook Neo is here. It has been my daily driver for 2 months, and it totally shatters the Apple tax stereotype. Frankly, if you're a student heading to college this May, buying anything else right now might be a massive mistake. Let us talk about how Cupertino actually pulled this off, because the math on a $499 MacBook does not make sense at first glance. Mark Gurman has been hinting at a low-cost educational Mac for literally years, but Ming-Chi recently detailed the supply chain magic that made the Neo possible. They are not using the latest TSMC 3nm yields here, obviously. Instead, they're maximizing older, mature silicon nodes to keep the yield rates perfectly profitable. DG Times reported last month that Apple aggressively negotiated with suppliers for display panels that do not quite meet the insane specs of the Liquid Retina XDR displays on the Pro models, but are still leaps and bounds ahead of the garbage 1080p TN panels you find on cheap Windows laptops. We are talking about a bright, color-accurate 13-inch panel that looks phenomenal under harsh fluorescent classroom lighting. The ELEC also pointed out a massive shift in their chassis manufacturing line in Asia to streamline the anodization process, cutting down waste by nearly 40%. That is how you get that premium aluminum feel without the ridiculous price tag. Honestly, holding this thing, it feels way more expensive than a $499 machine has any right to be. Mako Takara showed some dummy units a while back that looked a bit chunky, but the final production unit is actually incredibly sleek. It fits perfectly onto a tiny lecture hall desk. Shrimp Apple Pro leaked the chassis schematics earlier this spring, and we can now confirm they went with a slightly modified unibody approach, trimming out unnecessary internal brackets. So how does it actually perform? If you're a computer science major running crazy virtual machines, or you're compiling huge code bases, or if you're editing heavy 4K ProRes video in Final Cut Pro, stay away from the Neo. You will run straight into thermal throttling, and the base model only has 8 gigs of RAM. We have talked endlessly about whether 8 gigs is enough in 2026, and for pro workflows, it definitely is not. You need to step up to a MacBook Air or a Pro. But for nursing, teaching, business, or liberal arts majors, the Neo absolutely crushes the competition. It eats Chromebooks for breakfast. What is your major, by the way? Drop in the comments right now, and let me know if you think 8 gigs of RAM can survive your specific college workload. I will be down there reading through your answers. A huge part of the value proposition here is the software experience right out of the box. You're not just paying for hardware. You are bypassing the subscription fatigue that plagues the tech industry today. Every Neo comes with Apple's productivity suite, meaning you get Pages, Keynote, and Numbers totally for free. While your university might offer Microsoft Office, having the Apple equivalents natively optimized for your silicon is an amazing backup plan. You also get iMovie pre-installed. You would be surprised how many random classes suddenly demand a video presentation nowadays. iMovie is stupidly simple to use, and QuickTime makes screen recording a breeze. If you need to narrate over a slide deck or walk through a website for an assignment, the built-in microphones are surprisingly solid. You will not sound like you are broadcasting from a tin can at the bottom of the ocean. The seamless integration with the Apple ecosystem is the real secret weapon for students, though. If you already have an iPhone or an iPad in your backpack, adding the Neo is practically a cheat code for productivity. Let us say you take notes on your Neo during an 8 a.m. lecture. By the time you walk out of the hall and pull out your iPhone, those notes are already synced. Reminders ping across all your devices, so missing a deadline is entirely your own fault at that point. AirDrop is still the undisputed king of local file sharing. Working on a group project? Just AirDrop your massive slide deck to your partner's Mac instantly. The Neo also supports mirroring your iPhone right on the screen. Let's get into the storage configurations, because this is where Apple usually traps you with aggressive upsells. You really only have 2 choices here: a 256GB model or a 512GB model. The base 256 model gets you that insane $499 price tag after the student discount, which you only need a school ID to get. But I strongly suggest looking at the 512GB upgrade. Why? Ross Young recently dropped an interesting tidbit about the supply chain for these specific components. The 512GB model does not just double your storage. It sneaks in a Touch ID sensor on the keyboard. Apparently, Apple had a surplus of Touch ID modules from older MacBook Air production lines and strategically integrated them into the higher-tier Neo to drive up the average selling price. That extra $100 gives you fingerprint login and password autofill, which is a massive quality of life upgrade when you're logging into portals 12 times a day. Plus, you want this laptop to last your entire 4-year degree. While universities hand out free cloud storage like candy these days, having local storage for offline work brings real peace of mind. Wait, do you guys actually still save files locally? Or is everything just living on Google Drive for you now? Let me know below. The typing experience on the Neo is incredibly solid. The keys have decent travel, not the dreaded butterfly keyboard mess from years ago, but a snappy, reliable mechanism. The trackpad is standard Apple perfection. No cheap PC in this price range has a glass trackpad that tracks this accurately. Battery life is stellar too. Thanks to the highly optimized silicon and the incredibly lightweight operating system, you can confidently leave your charger in your dorm room and make it through a full day of classes, library sessions, and study groups. Apple intentionally built this machine for the education market, and it absolutely shows. The functionality, combined with that rock-bottom price, is a highly aggressive move. They know that if they lock you into the ecosystem at 18 years old, you're buying a MacBook Pro when you graduate and get your first real paycheck. The MacBook Neo is basically a gateway drug to Cupertino's entire lineup, and honestly, I will take it. It is affordable, highly capable, beautifully built, and completely redefines what a budget laptop should actually be. If you're shopping for college right now, your search basically stops right here.